Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Oxygen Not Included. Everything's going okay. We've sort of... A conclusion would not be the right way to describe it, but we've kind of put a cork in this water tepidizer situation, and for that I'm extremely thankful. This will probably maintain being like a little bit of a power sink, but hopefully, you know, the fact that our grids are separated allows us to not run out of a ton of power. And up here we're building our first, wow, that really finished like immediately, didn't it? Up here we're gonna build a medical bay, not a Michael bay. People commonly get those confused, and I say one is a person, a talented director, creator of such amazing films as... Wait a minute, no. See, what I was gonna do is the old Reddit switcheroo at the end and say the other one is Michael Bay, but actually, yeah, I mean, I think you see the problem. Anyway, we're gonna build our medical bay here, which we've never done before. And apparently, I don't know, we're just gonna have 1, 2, 3. It's space for a room in the future. You holding your breath in here? You are holding your breath in here. Could be worse. You could be holding the groin, I guess. Presumably, over time, you know, just the way that the gas works in this base, good oxygen should end up coming up there. But in the interim period, I suppose we could place, like... Yeah, we got a ton of copper. We could place, like, a single airflow tile, and hopefully the carbon dioxide goes... whoosh, and the oxygen goes... whoosh. I did some hand pantomiming there that you can't see. I've also been... Oh, hold up. We got a little stress. I think that stress is probably just from working in an oxygen-deprived environment. Coal is still doing fine. Algae's doing great. I was told that I have bomb lily, and I do have bomb lily seeds, but bomb lily seeds, they grow bomb lilies, which process polluted water into clean oxygen. I believe I was told that these are actually really useful for, like, water purification. Polluted water into clean oxygen, or polluted oxygen into clean oxygen? One of the two. Anyway, this is going to start to work itself out. We are still working our way down here to get to this bleach stone. It's going to take us a while, and moreover, it's a little dangerous as well, but so be it. Got a nice little... I mean, that's like probably the tallest ladder ever constructed in this entire game, for better or for worse. So we want... Pharma chamber also requires... refined metal, which is something that we have to work on. But I think we should just put 3 medical beds up. Do they take any power? It appears that they do not take any power. I feel like it makes sense to have 3 medibeds up there. Make those a priority 7 for the time being. I don't know where we're going to put hand sanitizer. I know I've said that before, but I really just don't know where the best place to put hand sanitizer is. I mean, it seems like it's just washing your hands, but faster. That and, I mean, you do have to deal with the guilt of having created, like, the world's next super bug that's going to, you know, completely destroy the entire, I mean, see, like, I'm not trying to be... you know, needlessly alarmist, but I will say that if you've ever used Purell in your life, thanks a lot for creating, you know, the next super resistant global pandemic that's probably going to wipe out 20% of the world's population. I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, I understand. It's real convenient to use the Purell. I mean, that's not really the problem. It's more so just the, like, no big deal. How do you live with yourself? It's a bad bit. That's a bad bit. I also use hand sanitizer. Hey, I respect what you're doing. You're picking up coal. Anyone... Hey. You ever consider putting that copper, or sorry, putting that coal into the coal generator down here? Why are you sweeping this up? These are priority 5s, my friend. You gotta take some coal down to the coal generator. You're just doing a lot of sweeping. I know why. Yes, okay, that's because we copied these settings. We should not copy these settings. Until those are full, they were going to prioritize putting resources in those. So they had to get all the 8s out of the queue. Then they would have gone to the 7s, which is the metabeds. And then the other 8, I guess, which is the coal generator. Building lacks resources, that's fine. It's fine for now. Because we actually have more than enough copper. More than enough algae, etc., etc. It's just taking a while to get there. Alright, so our metabeds are being produced. I still don't understand medical building outside med bay. Maybe I should go med bay, oxygen not included. The med bay is a special room that is good for quarantining duplicants assigned to it. Minimum size 12 tiles, maximum size. Okay, you need to have a medical bed, a table, a toilet, and no industrial machinery. So maybe medical bay, a table. I guess they gotta eat. It's like making a hospital room, I suppose. So, and this is probably too large for one maybe we only need one duplicant to come in here at a time. That seems acceptable. Well, if we're gonna do it, we should do it right. Don't put an outhouse. Put a, Man, the mess table has to be made with flipping copper. Don't put an outhouse. Put a real toilet up there. It's gonna be a pain to run the pipes. And I was told pipes don't actually give you a bonus to decor. I was mistaken with respect to that. But, you know, we're sort of doing fine on water. Remember also, though, that if we really get in tight, we can always just dig our way down here and dump some of the water off. I'm worried right now that this would flood our base down here, because this... You could run some quick math. 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2.5 times 11. It's like 26 tiles in area, roughly. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So like 10, 9 by 10. It's like 90 tiles. Wait. It's like 60 tiles. 50 tiles. If we could get like half this water to come down, that'd be good. I'm worried that we'd flood our situation down here. Which actually might be fine. It's also going to cause our tepodizer to work a lot more. Just because this thing's not going to be submerged in a minute. That's the principal concern. The other thing we could do, although this is boiling. I was going to say we could dig out a little deeper here, but I don't think we want to do that because I'm an idiot, as mentioned, and our 85 degree water would just like slough the skin off of all of our duplicants. Anyway, we want to create next an outhouse, which is actually a lavatory. And I'm keeping them super close together for the time being. We should also be able to make liquid pipes. Not really worried about our temperature. So clean water. This is our clean water pump. Clean water pipes, I should say. Just kind of extend our system here. And we've made some mistakes in oxygen not included. Of this, I will always be clear. However, you can't build down there. You got to build up here. We've also we've gotten so much better at this game. I can't stress enough that the first time I played it, I was like, I just couldn't actually get piping to work. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I know. We've made some mistakes with our plumbing before. No question about it. Can you actually get through there if I do this? I think you can. We've made some mistakes with our piping before. We've had unresolved plumbing mistakes that have gone on longer than they should have. However, it's just water Lego. Oh, that's the wrong button. I'm kind of like, you know, for all, sometimes, you know, the YouTube comments get me down. They go, how does this guy function on a daily basis? I don't understand, because his performance in this YouTube video is just not particularly, you know, encouraging about his real life capabilities. And then I realized we've made a lot of progress, man. We've improved immensely. It's taken us a while. But we've done it. Okay. So once this is done, we should have a real meta bay. And I don't know, we could probably put something else, like, in this room. Let's just make sure our piping actually works here. You know, it's always best to make sure that, you know, you can run the system. I almost wish there was, like, a test capability on our bathroom. So we could just run, like, a test flush and be like, is this good to go? You know, it's like in real life, if you're looking at apartments to rent or something like that, you're gonna run the faucet, see what the water pressure's like. It's like everybody's dad's suggestion when you go look at an apartment by yourself for the first time. Make sure you turn the taps on. You gotta make sure that the water pressure's right. I don't know, my dad is not a hardened cop from Law and Order. Gung, 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 gung. By the way, while I'm tooting my own horn here, done a real good job with our food system. I know that, like, it might not necessarily appear so. You know what? You might as well just dig this up at a priority 6. Like, but we did our calculation, like, roughly correctly, I think. We're staying around 17 to 23,000 kilocalories in storage at any given time. Most of that is stored in the fridge. Some of it is stored in our ration box. This ration box can probably be destroyed, but that's amazing. We have, like, a system. And it's so easily extensible. All we need to do is take the number of crops, divide it by 3, and then if we want to add another duplicant, we add that many crops to our system here. Okay, so this is now a meta bay. That's cool. No industrial machinery confirmed. Mess hall. Barracks gives a stamina recovery bonus. Okay, so we have a barracks. We don't have a mess hall. What's the requirements? 1 table, no industrial machinery. Oh, there's no... you know what? Does this give a bonus? Stress relief bonus. Yo, this might not be, like, that important, but I'm sure if we put a door here... Like, why wouldn't we, really? I just want to see. Anyone germy? We still got a little slime lung. 10,000. It's not that bad, to be honest with you. Everybody's got slime lung. 9,000, 11,000. They're going to get over it. It's just because they had to come up here to get the gold amalgam. Honestly, they're going to have to go back to get the gold amalgam as well, but... How's it looking in here? Again, eventually this should fill up with oxygen as well, assuming our base has sufficient oxygen generation. I know it says it has insufficient oxygen generation, but that's because it was trying to pump enough oxygen to get this taken care of. You know what I mean? You know, we just created new space, and then our everything's working overtime to try to make it happen. As long as it's breathable in all of our functional areas here, I'm a happy camper. So I was kind of thinking one thing we could do is... I appreciate that you're doing this. Thank you. One thing we could do is wall off our reservoir and then dump a little water down. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to this, but I'm going to try it. Because this... Honestly, this is... Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I'm not going to say this is creative, but it's clever if it works. Oh, my lord. It's clever if it works. Let's see if they actually prioritize it. They're not going to be able to... Like, they're going to have to get their hands a little dirty here to build this. No, hey, there they go. And then we would just basically build a ladder straight down. We could dig straight down, but I don't think they're much for swimming, to be honest with you. And then this should buy us a little bit of time when it comes to clean water. Again, the pipe is just very nearly not submerged, which I think is our biggest problem there. So we have built our pneumatic door. Check it out, we got a mess hall now. Latrine, we do have a latrine. Stress relief bonus. We don't have a miscellaneous room. Oh, we do have a miscellaneous room. Doesn't give you any effect, but it's because of the door. Yeah, okay, cool. Fair enough. This is going to take forever, and probably it's going to up our stress on our duplicants for sure. To be mining here, especially when they get down to the fertilizer. Well, excuse me? Fertilizer? How is there just a fertilizer brick? It's like compacted animal dung? Lucky me, dude. Well, we only need to get, like, one tile deeper. You got it, you got it, you got it. Don't die. Just don't die down there. You're so... What are you doing? There we go. And look at that. It's draining. It's pouring. The old man is snoring. He's a genius. Now, our tepodizer is going to have to run like crazy. Coal's still looking good. Let's look at our report for today. Wasted a ton of power. Generated enough oxygen. Roughly equilibrium on calories. That's amazing. Growth halted due to body temperature. It's too hot. 10 to 30. What's the temperature right here? It goes over 30 occasionally. So, it's getting hot. Base is getting hot. It's like a heat death of the universe sort of thing coming up. Yeah, it's like mildly unpleasant everywhere. What can we do about that? Well, one thing is you could put a fan in the room. Also, I'm like, what if we could pipe cool water through the base, but it's such a waste of electricity. Like, for right now, to just not have the plant be functioning, I think is okay. It is next to machinery that outputs some heat, which could be part of the problem. I wouldn't say I'm stunned, but I'm very happy that this turned out nicely here. And now we've got like a lot of extra lag time before we have to worry about our running out of clean water. And what do we do when we run out of clean water? Literally just crack this tile right here. All this water comes down. Sure, there is some polluted water in there. We can mop it up. How can you have polluted water with no germs? I don't understand. Is it polluted with, like, poison? A germless poison, perhaps? So I want to see, do we still have slime lung? They're all harvesting for now. I don't know if I can see if they're sick during the... Oh, yeah, okay, wait. So, food poisoning and slime lung, slime lung, slime lung. Josh, I'm going to assign you the medical bed and just see how you do up here. If this cures your slime lung, or at least accelerates your recovery from slime lung, I'll be a happy camper. Yeah. Just watching. Just jam that thermometer up there. Jam it! Ah, it's really like... You're really going to town there, huh? You gave him 6 germs. Oh, he's also had light wounds forever. I guess I should keep that in mind, that every duplicate in this base has had light wounds for essentially, you know, all of humankind's existence. Okay, well, what comes next? What comes next is that we've actually got to finish this situation down here. We got to get the bleach stone. These are a priority 5, which explains a lot. What are we going to do about the chlorine gas? Well, here's another question for you. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? How do you feel about that? We're essentially going to let the chlorine gas filter into the base. Chlorine gas, I got to think about this. I got to, like, think about the periodic table. Is chlorine gas denser or less dense than oxygen? Is it going to rise or is it going to sink relative to the pressure of our base? Give me a second here. Cl2 density. 2.898 grams per liter. O2 density. 1.429 grams per liter. So chlorine gas, assuming those weren't in different units, I didn't really check. Like one could be grams per milliliter or something. Chlorine gas should sink. What is going on down here? You see, is this bleach stone that's emitting that? Just do me a favor. If it sinks, I'm the happiest camper you could ever imagine. Because we can build a little chimney down here. It's not really a chimney, it's like the opposite of a chimney. Bleach stones emit chlorine. Okay. It's not 50 kilos? It's 27 kilos. We need the bleach stone. Bleach stones emit chlorine. I think I've got a plan. So we're gonna sequester all of our bleach stone down here in this danger zone. Because what we don't want to have happen is the same thing that happens in our slime area. We don't want to poison that whole region with chlorine gas if possible. Now, mind you, like it's gonna be nasty down here. It's gonna be highly unbreathable. But that's kind of I wouldn't say it's the point, but it's part of the point of this chimney existing. I guess if we wanted to, we could build it down deep enough, and then just open these and let the chlorine gas flow out. The problem is we need to be able to sequester the chlorine gas no matter what. And we want to probably do it right here. This would open up a lot of algae for us to get. Okay, so do me a favor. Couple of things here. Storage compactors at a priority 8. We might not need 3 of these. At this point, I'm not really 100% confident or unconfident that this is the best plan. But I have a plan, and that's more than I normally have. I do want you to store all. I don't really care if you store slime, because the idea is that you're going to be, essentially, you're going to be, handled. Like, this area should be hermetically sealed. I don't want chlorine. Do I care? I think I don't care. Okay, give me a second here. We're gonna build out. This is great for us because we get a nice little bit of algae out of it to begin with. And we do want to build, for certain, a manual airlock out of copper. Although we are starting to get some decent amount of iron, which is nice. And this is, I know that the quest for the bleach stone has now reached, like, a comical amount of episodes required, but I'm fairly, I'm happy so far with the way that we're approaching it. Oh, actually, you know what we should do? Where is, what is a bleach stone? Raw mineral? Raw metal? Consumable ore. These only hold bleach stone. And then the priority on these is going to be 9. Well, look, it's a bit of a hack. It's actually an ad hoc solution, if I'm going to be nice to myself, but it's a bit of a hack. Now, if we ever get bleach stone, which we just did, it'll get deposited in there instantly, which I think is necessary. Okay, so we're building a nice little... this is like a chlorine sink for us. And then remember, one of these is going to be producing chlorine gas. Theoretically, at least. So I think what we want to do is do me a favor and give me like a priority 8 dig right here. And then a priority 8 airflow tile right there. So the chlorine gas that's produced is going to go down to the chimney. Am I a genius or an idiot? Time will tell. Now, admittedly, it's no longer hermetically sealed. However, if chlorine's being produced in here, it should sink. Whatever gas is down here, which right now is carbon dioxide, should rise relative to the chlorine itself. And then the final part of our master plan here is to make this area breathable by opening this door and opening this door. And then seeing if the chlorine gas... now that I think about it, it's going to be tough for the chlorine gas to kind of flood down here. Because, I mean, this stuff will, but this stuff is already kind of settled here. Still, some of it should flow out. Maybe making the top level breathable, and then we can deal with the other level. at a later moment, perhaps. Highly unbreathable down there. And remember, we're still shy on bleachstone, I think. Yeah, we have, well, what was it in? Consumable ore, right? Yeah, we only have 26 kilos, so we need to mine a tile of it. Anyway, we can see the chlorine gas moving a little bit. And research has been done. Filtration. Wait, filtration, wasn't that like a long time ago? I think it was. This was thermal regulation, which improves our ability to automate perhaps our, well, everything related to temperature, but perhaps specifically our liquid tepidizer. So we're going to go next into automatic control, which will open up the automation layer to us. If we're going to make the best use possible of our automation, obviously we have to actually get some refined metal, so that's got to happen as well. But I think we're doing fine. I think we're doing well, dare I say. Space mushrooms. Just looking, still a lot of chlorine. Chlorine's starting to sink, albeit slowly. Life goes on. I think it's a good episode. I think we did some semi-smart things in this episode. Nothing's really, there's no real problems at the present moment. Slime lungs coming down again. Someone's probably taking a poop, right? That's me. The statue's poison. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.